We all come into this life with a certain level of knowing, and for what we don't yet know, we seek to learn and experience. In this Know Our Soul series, we explore spiritual teachings to enlighten and empower us to live a life of our choosing. This is Know Our Soul. Hi, I'm Lisa Hromada, and welcome to Know Our Soul. This week we explore the chapter in Love is a Seed entitled Soul. If you're reading Love is a Seed, as always, I'd love to hear from you. Share the messages that stood out most to you, or ask any questions that you have about this chapter. The Soul chapter is one of the longer chapters in the book Love is a Seed that gives us a deeper insight into soul's creation and its relationship to who we are as personality having this human experience. There are two key messages that I've pulled out of this chapter that I think most relate to how we can live our life here and now. The first key message that came through from the Souls and Wise Ones was, we as soul and we as personality have what we need to create our reality, good or bad. And the second key message that I'm going to be exploring today is that we come into this life with what I refer to as our soul baggage. And we have the opportunity while we're here living in human form to resolve that soul baggage and greatly expand our life. In this fascinating chapter, the Souls and Wise Ones spoke about how when the soul is created, it is done through thought visualization. Just like it is thought visualization that creates our reality in this human experience as well. We create our reality through our thoughts, our beliefs, and what we can imagine through our mind. And as a part of this, we feel emotions associated with those thoughts and with what we imagine and believe. They spoke about how these experiences, thoughts, and emotions are then stored within the memory of the soul. And our soul takes these stored memories lifetime after lifetime. In this chapter, they said that all souls, upon creation, are created out of the light and energy of pure love of God, and forged with three supreme gifts of love, thought, and free will. Then through various experiences, including many earth experiences, your soul exercises its love, thought, and free will, sometimes in beneficial ways, and sometimes in erroneous ways. Either way, your soul and you as personality have what you need to create your reality, good or bad. That's the first main point I pulled from this chapter. The Souls and Wise Ones also spoke about karma, that through lifetime after lifetime, your soul accumulates debts, as they called them. What this means then is that you come into this life with your own soul baggage. And once here, you have the opportunity to resolve your soul baggage through your life experiences and through a growing awareness and enlightenment of the purpose behind your experiences. And when you find resolution and clear out that soul baggage, you open up a world of new opportunities within any given moment for your work, your family, finances, social life, and really any area. And it shifts your life as well as advances the evolution of your soul. You live out your karma so that you can heal whatever areas that need healing. So what does this mean for you having your current life experiences? It means that what you struggle with in this life, be it self-worth, fear, resentment, jealousy, is quite possibly a negative energy carried over from previous lifetimes. And that now you have the opportunity and the love, thought, and free will to heal this soul baggage through learning, becoming more aware, having faith, taking action, praying, and various other ways of connecting to your higher state of being and to that peace of God within you. I'll give you an example of my own soul baggage. For as far back as I can recall, I have struggled with feelings of insecurity, and I would get easily embarrassed. I did all that I could to avoid failing or making mistakes. And this pattern of feeling easily embarrassed and feeling insecure carried into different areas of my life. I can only assume that it was a choice, perhaps, that I made as soul to live out this life experience feeling these emotions so that I may learn from them and heal areas that I've carried throughout various reincarnations. Who knows? But I realized at some point that this was something that I wanted to change. And that change began to happen several years ago when I was working within a small company and a coworker introduced me to a book that she had been reading. That book was A New Earth by Eckhart Tolle. Reading that book was the start of an incredible journey within for me. I had always been on an inner journey, but this time was a little bit different. I began to see my life from a different perspective more consistently. Perhaps this has happened for you as well, from picking up a book or seeing a speaker or watching a video, or perhaps someone coming across your path at the right time. It's a beautiful thing when this happens because it opens your eyes to more. So what this book did for me was it gave me a new perspective and led me to other authors like Esther and Jerry Hicks, Wayne Dyer, Byron Katie, and many other incredible authors and speakers. And here's what I saw happen. It led me to not just understanding new perspectives, but becoming a living dynamic of something more divinely directed and beneficial. This part of my journey allowed me to slowly shed these feelings of insecurity. My point in sharing this is that as the souls and wise ones convey, anyone has the opportunity to resolve their soul baggage and shift the course of their life. That it can take one moment, one person to start you on the path to resolution and healing of any soul baggage, be it soul baggage or personal baggage carried throughout this life. The main point is that we all have the full empowerment through love, thought, and free will to release this baggage, heal, find greater joy, and begin to co-write our story with God. As a final thought to this chapter, there's a quote that I wanted to share. It was spoken by a wise one in a Tuesday, August 3rd, 1982 session that says, "Do what feels peaceful and happy and right, and you will be doing what God intended." If you have questions on this chapter, or you want to share your experiences or revelations, leave a comment below, or you can message me through Twitter and Facebook, and I'll share those links below. Next week, we explore the chapter on thought, and I hope you'll join me for that. As always, relax in the knowing, and thank you for joining me on Knower Soul.